Guys, what happened to Pleakley? I did a review last week of the new live-action Lilo and Stitch movie. I thought it was better than I expected it to be, but I would always rather watch the animated one. And to be honest, there is a big controversial topic that is swirling around this film, and that is the absolute decimation of my boy Pleakley from the original film and the Stitch TV series. I think Disney has really betrayed itself here and almost puts itself across as being fearful of its own past. I mean, there were many things about this live-action remake that completely changed and derailed the original film, but personally, I think the Pleakley one is the biggest issue. So strap yourselves in because I want to explain to you how Disney sold out one of its funniest characters of all time. What's up guys, Mike here. For more content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button now. Okay, so why is there all this fuss about a one-eyed green alien monster type creature? No, I'm not talking about Mike Wazowski, another technically Disney character from the Pixar movie Monsters Inc. I'm talking about this guy, Pleakley from Lilo and Stitch. Pleakley's storyline in the original was that he was an alien scientist that specialized in Earth, and he went down with Jumba to go and find Stitch. And this is honestly the main personality trait of Pleakley. He dressed as a woman. It wasn't even a woke thing at the time. It honestly wasn't, because I was a kid at the time. He just dressed like a woman because he was an alien who supposedly knew everything about humans, but actually didn't, and therefore didn't know how to dress. That was the joke. He was an expert on humans, but he didn't know how a male should dress and a female should dress, and he just preferred female clothing. And honestly, I was a kid when I saw this movie. I used to watch the Stitch series on Saturday Disney here in Australia every weekend. I never ever thought anything about it. I never thought it was trying to shove a message down my throat. I never thought literally anything about this character. I just thought, that's Pleakley, that's fun. And to be honest, Pleakley always was this flamboyantly queer-coded character. I mean, at the time as a kid, I definitely wasn't picking up on that because I didn't know anything about it, but it definitely didn't ruin my life or turn my brain to mush from seeing a character like this on TV. I mean, there are a lot of characters like this on TV. Another really big one of my generation was James from Pokemon in Team Rocket. I mean, at least in the English version of Pokemon, James was very queer-coded and he was a character that was very effeminate, often wore women's clothing, and I never thought anything of it as a kid. I just thought, oh yeah, that's James. So in the live action movie, one of my key criticisms and one of the big criticisms that is going around is that they completely stripped Pleakley of this clothing. There was no pun intended there, but they basically just made Pleakley a generic guy who was maybe a little bit eccentric, but they took all of those qualities of his character out. The director of the movie has gone on record now saying that he really tried to get Pleakley being in drag over the line, but I guess implies that Disney was not okay with that. To which my response is, dude, you're the director. Come on, man, you are the director. It's your vision for this movie. I think Disney takes a huge step backwards by omitting this part of the character because they're kind of succumbing to pressure now from a lot of conservative groups that it is not okay to show a character in drag, when literally 20 years ago, they did it in this movie. And maybe you could argue it's just one of the other things about the movie that got omitted. I mean, Gantu, who is the major villain in the movie, is not there at all. They claim that he did not fit well in live action, but I completely disagree with that because, to be honest, neither Jumba nor Pleakley look good in live action anyway. Plus, they spend most of the movie in their human disguises, which is also stupid. Hey, just quickly guys, most people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, and I'm trying to hit 10k subs by the end of 2025. I really think I can do it, and it's going to be a huge monumental achievement for me. So if you could help me out by hitting subscribe, it would mean the world. I'm just doing 90s and 2000s millennial pop culture nerd chat, so if that feels like your jam, jump on board, I guess. I did a video recently about another Disney controversy where essentially Disney has agreed to open a new Disneyland park in Abu Dhabi, a part of the United Arab Emirates, a country that has notorious anti-gay laws, which is very, very disappointing. And of course, in the Pixar film Lightyear, there was a same-sex kiss for literally less than a second that Disney was completely decimated by. So unfortunately, it seems that like while Disney for a while was trying to be very progressive with their films and just sort of like slowly push the envelope to being more inclusive, which like I think is fine, maybe now they're really regretting that. They're regretting the controversy, and so they're regressing. And I guess that's okay, but what I think is annoying about it is just like completely degrading this character into something it's not. Like, as I said, Pleakley was never a character that was supposed to push any kind of political agenda. It was never that. But Disney must have known if they just did Pleakley the way he was, they would be accused of doing this kind of thing. And they're like, we could do without that criticism. That criticism's going to be really annoying, and it's going to cause controversy, and it's going to bring our share price down, and all we care about is money. So instead they play it safe, and you end up with a director who's like, well, I tried really hard, even though like you're the director. As I said, it would ultimately come down to you. And if you really cared, you probably would have said to Disney, no, we're doing it like this. I think it's disappointing because I really like the character of Pleakley. I think he's so funny and so entertaining and just such a happy-go-lucky character that I remember really fondly, particularly from the Lilo and Stitch TV show back in the day. And to have the authenticity, I suppose, of a character like this completely challenged and undermined in this live-action remake was really disappointing. And this is no criticism of the actor that played Pleakley in the movie. Like, I don't think that actor did a bad job. In fact, I thought he was quite charming and the character was funny and still comic relief, so in that sense it was kept true. But the fact that Disney decided to rid the character of this key characteristic of him, I think is cowardly, and I'm disappointed that they didn't just stay true to what the movie was. Whew, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hey, if you like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and comment, what do you think of the new Lilo and Stitch movie completely just removing that quality from Pleakley? I would love to know your thoughts. And did you enjoy the movie? I've got a review up as well, which you can watch. If you've got nothing to comment, but you want to help me in the algorithm with the comment anyway, just comment below what happened to Pleakley. That way, I know you made it to the end of the video and I know you're still here. While I've got you, I'm all over the internet doing dumb stuff that I think is cool. I have a blog, I have a podcast, all the links are down below. And if you like this video, YouTube thinks you might like this video here, or if you just want to binge watch a bunch of Disney related content, just watch this playlist right here. I won't stop you. That's pretty much it from me, guys. My name's In Radio Mike. This has been The Inside of My Mind, and I'll catch you later.